The first Aquaman movie was not bad at all. In fact, it was pretty good. The action sequences were pretty good. There were some really cool underwater scenes. Jason Momoa was great as Aquaman. But with that being said, there are some flaws to the movie like any other movie. But regardless, we still got a sequel, and that sequel is coming out right now. It's called Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Before we get into this, let me just say I love Aquaman. I am a big fan of Aquaman. So needless to say, I was excited when I heard about the first Aquaman movie. And even though I had some issues with it, I still enjoyed it. And I'm even more excited for the sequel. And one of the reasons why I am excited is because Jason Momoa is back reprising his role as Arthur Curry or Aquaman, depending on what you want to call him. And he has been promoting the movie everywhere. He's doing interviews, he's talking about the movie online in magazines. I mean, I can't remember the last time I was this excited for an actor to talk about their upcoming project. And if you look at his Instagram, most of his posts have something to do with Aquaman too. Like here, he is posing next to the new Aquaman suit. This is amazing. Here he is holding a trident. I mean, obviously he's dressed as Aquaman. And I also love this picture of him holding up a child who is dressed as Aquaman. So cute. And you can tell how much this role means to him. Like here, he talks about how he is so grateful to be able to play Aquaman and to be able to share that with his daughter. And I find that incredibly sweet. And here he is with the rest of the cast. They look great. Here he is with Patrick Wilson, who plays his dad, Tom Hopper, who plays Black Manta, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen, too, who plays David Hyde. You know, the funny thing is Jason Momoa's excitement for Aquaman 2 may be rubbing off on people. Because I noticed when I started following him on social media, my excitement for Aquaman 2 went through the roof. Like before, I was just kind of like, oh, okay, sure, it's coming out, let's see what happens. But now I'm actually really excited to see it. Like I have tickets already and I cannot wait to watch it. But anyway, today's topic is gonna be Jason Momoa as Aquaman. So let's get right into it. First off, Jason Momoa's acting. Jason Momoa has proved himself to be an excellent actor, especially in the DC world. He played the villainous role of Hannibal Sho in the first movie and he was great. And then he came back to play the role of Aquaman and he was awesome. So needless to say, I have full confidence in his acting ability. And I think he'll continue to show us how good of an actor he is in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And secondly, Jason Momoa's physique. So the first Aquaman movie came out 5 years ago and since then, Jason Momoa has only gotten more ripped. So if you thought he looked good in the first movie, just wait until you see him in the sequel. He looks incredible. Like take a look at these pictures of him from the movie. He looks amazing. His muscles are popping and his physique is absolutely stunning. Now unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of him shirtless. If I did, this would be an X-rated video. But I will say that if you want to see Jason Momoa shirtless, all you have to do is go on Google and type in Jason Momoa shirtless and there are plenty of pictures that will pop up. So just saying. Now moving on to the third point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's height. Jason Momoa is a tall man standing at 6 foot 4 inches. And in the first Aquaman movie, they really made use of his height. Like there was one scene where he was fighting with Black Manta and Jason Momoa's height was very noticeable. And I think his height will come in handy in the sequel as well, especially since the sequel is rumored to be even more action-packed than the first movie. Next up is Jason Momoa's voice. Jason Momoa has a very deep voice and in the first Aquaman movie, they used his natural voice. He didn't have to do anything with it, and I loved it. I thought it was perfect. Now, I don't know if they used his natural voice for the sequel or if they had to change it a little bit. Maybe make it a little deeper. I don't know. But either way, I know his voice will be great in the movie. Moving on, I want to talk about Jason Momoa's charisma. Jason Momoa has a lot of it. And if you spend any amount of time on social media, you will see it. I mean, just look at his Instagram. All of the pictures and videos that he posts. He has a lot of charisma, and I think that will translate onto the screen as well. And if you don't believe me, just go back and watch the first Aquaman movie. There was one scene where Aquaman was walking through the streets of a city and people were looking at him and whispering about him. And I thought that was such a cool scene because it showed how charismatic Aquaman is. And I think Jason Momoa did a great job of portraying that. Alright, now I want to move on to the sixth point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's eyes. Jason Momoa has beautiful brown eyes, and I think they really stand out. They're very expressive, and I think they add a lot to his character. Take a look at this picture. Look at how beautiful his eyes are. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any pictures of his eyes on set of Aquaman 2, but I did find this video of Jason Momoa talking about the sequel, and I paused it at his eye. I hope that's okay. Anyway, just look at those eyes. They're amazing. Now moving on to the seventh point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's hair. Now, Jason Momoa's hair is usually long and luscious, but for Aquaman 2, they decided to cut it short. And I have to say I love it. I think it looks great. It makes him look even more handsome than usual. And I think it fits the character perfectly. Take a look at this picture. Just look at how good he looks. Moving on to the eighth point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's age. Jason Momoa was born on August 1st, 1979. That makes him 43 years old, but you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at him. He looks so young, and I think that's because of his energy. Like he has the energy of a 20-year-old. He's always smiling and laughing and having fun, and I think that keeps him young. Moving on to the ninth point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's net worth. As of 2022, Jason Momoa's net worth is estimated to be $14 million, and I think that's a well-deserved net worth. I mean, he's been working hard in the industry for many years, and he's definitely made a name for himself, and I think he deserves all the success that he's had. Finally, we have the 10th point, which is going to be Jason Momoa's fans. Jason Momoa has a lot of fans, and I think that is because he's such a down-to-earth guy. Like he's not like other celebrities. He doesn't act all high and mighty. He's very humble, and he's always interacting with his fans. He'll reply to their tweets, he'll like their Instagram pictures, he'll even do meet and greets. I mean, just look at this video of him meeting a fan. He was so happy to meet her, and she was so happy to meet him. And that just shows what kind of person he is. He's so down to earth, and he's so humble. And I think that's why he has so many fans. So those are the 10 reasons why we love Jason Momoa. And I think it is safe to say that we are all excited to see him back in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.